Number 10. Number 10. Wait, how about we do this?
Yeah, I was going to say,
break it up.
5 and 5. Yeah.
I love it. I'm ready.
Let's do that.
Give me off the hot seat. I'm sweating.
They're sweating right now. All right, let's go to my hot seat. Here we go. Number 15. I actually got your boy that you just talked about, Kawhi Leonard. I think for me, number 15, the reason why is because, he's coming back from the injury. Hasn't played what feels like in 2 years almost. And it's just kind of, I want to see a little bit more from him. I think that this has to be a year now where the Clippers, again, it's the expectations of what they signed him for when he originally came to the Clippers, all the perks that he got from joining the Clippers. We need to see that now from Kawhi Leonard. Seeing, is he worth all the stuff that, you move the mountains and heavens for to get him there? I think there was a literal earthquake the day he signed. And so for me, it's time now for Kawhi Leonard to live up to those expectations. And again, I have to put him low on the list because of the injury concerns, and that's why he's number 15 for me. Number 14, I actually have one of the guys that you were critiquing on, and that was Anthony Davis.
Wow, okay.
I think the reason why I have him at 14 is because just like you can't forget that Kawhi Leonard 2014 run, I can't forget the bubble. I can't forget Bubble Davis, because Bubble Davis, again, Anthony Davis, especially even the year where he was a Pelican before he got traded to the Lakers, maybe he was trying to show off for the Lakers. His game that year, the year that he played that year, I have never seen a more dominant player who can dribble like a guard and also, be a big and handle the post-ups like Anthony Davis can. I know that bigs are getting a lot better at it. I made a Victor Wembanyama series who potentially could have that ability as well. Evan Mobley's in that category. There's a lot of guys who have that ability, but with Anthony Davis, I think it's special. Again, there's a lot of criticisms. I think the injuries are fair to criticize. I think his inconsistencies and availability on the court, again, a lot of things you can criticize in that instant. But what I think, for me, Anthony Davis is going to prove this year the haters wrong, just like Kawhi Leonard for you in your top 15 is going to prove the haters wrong.
I hope you're right.
I see it, man. I think that with Anthony Davis healthy, with him being the focal point of the offense, this is now the time for Anthony Davis to be that guy. And I think he will be moving forward again. I had to put him a little lower on the list just because of the injury concerns. So that's why he's at my number 14. Number 13, I got Devin Booker. Just for you.
Dude, that makes me so happy you put it. Maybe I should move him lower too, just out of pure spite. No, I'm going to keep him.
No, but I think Devin Booker, again, we talked about it, me and you. We've had our critiques about Devin Booker. We talked about him not being that guy. Sean, our resident moderator of the channel, is a huge hater of Devin Booker. Continues to call him not that guy. But I think we can't forget the fact that he is a really good basketball player. He's a great scorer. Again, he needs to improve on the other things that I think can help his game out. But I'm not ready to give up on Booker just yet. He is a top 15 NBA player to me. I think that this last 2 years kind of proved it, even though in the bubble, or sorry, not the bubble, but again, the antics are a little bit frustrating at times. I still like Devin Booker here at 13. I think he'll be a good player. Now can we see him carry the team with, a signed DeAndre Ayton moving forward? Number 12.
As long as you don't put any mascots in front of him.
Mascots, he's going to rage. Number 12, I have Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
I think the reason why Kyrie gets a lot of hate and a lot of criticism is because of his what's that nature? Free nature? Something of that effect, where, he's just his own guy. And I think that frustrates a lot of people because he doesn't do things the way that others would see it, right? We talk about, the mandates, and we talked about, him with the social justice reform and not informing the team that he's playing there. I just think, like, with everything aside from that, Kyrie Irving as a basketball player is one of the best to ever do it. Dribbling, scoring, like the way that he just moves and the way that he's so crafty is the stuff of dreams. Like, if any player could have at least a little bit of that handle, a little bit of that creativity of scoring, I think they would instantly shoot up to like top 10, top 7, just for that alone. But again, the injury concerns and the availability of Kyrie Irving brings him down the list, even though this guy has a lot of potential if he would just stay healthy. and also, not, kind of, stayed in line a little bit. But again, I think Kyrie Irving gets a lot of slack for that, but he's got to be in the top 15, man. He's just that good of a player and really should be in the top 75 of all time. I think that was more of a stunt, in my opinion. Number 11. Also, I think where you have your guy as well, I got Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler at 11. I think it just makes sense. Again, continues to prove every year the last couple of years, even in the bubble year and the year before, he's continuously a good player. He now has his extensions. I think he's going to, gain some youth from that. I think he's going to be an ultimate player. And so I'm excited to see him play this year. Again, I want to see what the Miami Heat can do this year. This is going to be kind of a new team, I would say, in terms of they're finally going to get some of the guys who were injured to finally play. So I'm excited to see that. So that's why I got Jimmy Butler at number 11.
Okay. I like it. I'm interested. I find it actually pretty interesting because we have almost identically the same, 11 through 15, just in different places.
Yeah.
You have AD instead of PG. And I would argue that AD and PG are kind of in a similar position, kind of.
Are they both in a prove-it year?
I think PG is in less of a prove-it year because he's had so little to work with the last season and a half. I think AD is, we talked about it at length last week. I think he's a huge prove-it year, I think he really needs it. But I agree. I just think that this coming into this season, they do both need a good year. I think there's just more pressure on AD to really deliver something special this year.
Yeah.